Steelers' Antonio Brown found guilty of reckless driving. Pittsburgh, Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown was found guilty of reckless driving after failing to show up for his court proceeding Tuesday, according to the county magistrate's office. Police cited Brown November 8 for allegedly driving a black Porsche more than 100 miles per hour through Ross Township, Pennsylvania. Officers were looking for a possible suspect from a bank robbery when they located Brown. Brown has paid $426.77 in fines and has 30 days to appeal the guilty verdict, according to the magistrate. Brown's attorney declined comment afterward, according to WPXI. Reckless driving convictions in Pennsylvania can result in fines, a suspended license and up to 90 days in jail. That evening, Brown scored a touchdown in a 52-21 win over the Carolina Panthers. He declined comment when approached after that game, and on his way out of the locker room, he told teammates reporters couldn't catch him. Brown has faced multiple legal cases in South Florida, where he was born and raised. Last month, Brown allegedly pushed the mother of his daughter to the ground after she refused to leave his property over reimbursement for the daughter's hair appointment, according to a Hollywood, Florida, police report. The mother did not want to press charges, and Brown is seeking custody of his daughter, family attorney Jacqueline Soroka told ESPN. Legal attorney Darren Heitner called the allegations baseless and false. The NFL and the Steelers are investigating the matter. In October, Brown faced 2 lawsuits from an April incident during which Brown allegedly yelled at security and threw items off an apartment balcony, according to documents obtained by ESPN. Both cases are in the process of being resolved. The Steelers are considering trading Brown after he failed to show for a Saturday walkthrough in Week 17. Wide receiver Antonio Brown asks Steelers for trade. Antonio Brown has officially requested a trade from the Pittsburgh Steelers, a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Tuesday. The news of Brown's trade request comes right after the Pro Bowl wide receiver tweeted a farewell to the Steelers and their fans, saying it is time to move on and forward. Brown, 30, has been the subject of widespread trade speculation after he failed to show up to work the day before the season finale against the Cincinnati Bengals. Team president Art Rooney too told reporters last month that something changed with Brown the last week of the season, and he wasn't sure why. He said he had reached out to Brown to no avail. Agent Drew Rosenhaus told ESPN on January 25 that he had spoken to the Steelers to express Brown's position but wouldn't divulge details. A source close to Brown believes the wideout is tired of playing the scapegoat for the Steelers' problems and wants to show he can thrive in another offense. Brown is due a $2.5 million roster bonus on March 17. If the Steelers trade him before that date, they would absorb $21.12 million in dead money on their salary cap. That amount would rise to $23.62 million if Brown is traded after March 17. Brown, who turns 31 on July 10, is due salaries of $12.625 million in 2019, $11.3 million in 2020 and $12.5 million in 2021. He has no guaranteed money left on his contract. Trading Brown after June 1 would allow the Steelers to spread the cap hit over multiple years, according to ESPN's Dan Graziano, $9.54 million in 2019 and $14.08 million in 2020. The Steelers have been prepared for trade scenarios and believe they can get a high draft pick for Brown. One high-ranking AFC executive believes the Steelers will ask for a first-round pick. Brown has hinted he wants the San Francisco 49ers to make that move. He's used social media to Photoshop himself in a 49ers jersey and FaceTimed with 49ers legend Jerry Rice, who last month told 95.7 The Game that Brown badly wants to be in San Francisco. A recent ESPN article highlighted Brown's rocky relationship with the Steelers, who tolerated Brown's antics for years. Brown was routinely late for meetings and games and lived off campus during training camp, multiple teammates said. but largely that wasn't a problem because Brown worked so hard and produced on Sundays. Then things changed in 2018. Brown became incensed on the sideline in Week 2 against Kansas City. That next week, he tweeted "Trade me, let's find out" to a former Steelers staffer who wrote that Brown should thank quarterback Ben Roethlisberger for his production. A source said Brown wasn't happy with Roethlisberger's public critiques of his route running in a Week 12 loss to Denver. And the Week 17 issues confused many with the team. From the Pro Bowl, several key Steelers publicly supported a Brown return. But now, the Steelers seem resigned to the fate. Asked for a reaction Tuesday, one player said he simply didn't have one anymore. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler and Field Yates contributed to this report. Subscribe. It's free. News Channel 247.